Hey everybody, Johnny Vivento here. How you doing? I'm just here. I haven't been out quite a time. Please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. It really helped me out a lot. Well, or I already have 124 subscribers. I'm trying to be like Sarasota Tims. But you know, I think he has more subscribers than they say he does. I don't know why. I mean, he seems to know, you know. Well, anyway, I'm here in my complex where I live. It's all gated. It's a really nice place. And there's an apartment over here in the back there that is $600 US a month. $600 a month. It has 2 bedrooms. It's small. It's like I think it's like 650 square feet, but it has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and 3 small balconies. And it also has a roof garden, which is 600 square feet. So you could you could live on that roof. I was on the roof today. I have a roof garden place. I was on the roof today, and it was, oh my God, it was hot. Well, anyway. So I'm just saying, $600 a month, everything included, everything, including internet, cable, even a landline telephone it has. It even has filtered water, so you don't have to buy water here, which is a big thing in Mexico. People have to buy the big barrels of water. You don't have to, it has a filter. And it's called Bebia, and they change it every, I think it's every 3 months they come and change your filters for you. You know, so what I'm trying to get at, $600 a month, and I am not exaggerating, $600 a month. Now, you get a couple with a Social Security at $2,500, man. Then you got $2,000 to spend on yourself. Plus, you have a parking space if you want a car. Plus, you have a motorcycle place if you have a motorcycle or a bike rack or whatever. It's there. And you have a roof garden, $600 a month. You know, you got, I think it's like 1,300 square feet. 1,300 square feet of living space. If you include the balconies, the 2 bedrooms, 2 living rooms, 2 bathrooms. Actually, the roof garden has it has its own bathroom. So. These are actually different ones. These are newer ones right here. They're pretty nice. Most of them are like 1 bedroom actually, but they're not bad. Well, anyway, it just gives you a little rundown where I'm living and the kind of prices we're paying or whatever, or people are paying. But I'm telling you, God, it's a deal. Somebody wrote in the comments yesterday that I sound like a broken record. Yeah, I do. Because somebody's going to watch one of the videos, I think I made 80 something videos, and say, wow, that guy, did you hear what he said? I'm going to watch others because... But I don't really say much different, but what I'm saying is do it. It's legal to come to Mexico for 180 days. Anybody can do it, and sorry about the wind. I have a new app that's going to cancel out all this wind stuff, but I haven't. Man, when you get old, you're not really into that. I'm not really into tech, so I do things off the cuff, you know. And I understand this wind, and you guys can hear it on the video, I'm sure. But bear with me, okay? And I'm going to make it a bit longer today. Some things that have happened to me since I've been in the last week or so, which really isn't much, you know. I've been walking around buying a few things like clothing, which is it's pretty inexpensive here. You know, you can find some good deals. But one thing I am going to tell you about is motorcycles. If you guys, anybody wants to ride a motorbike here, they can, as long as they have a US or Canadian motorcycle license. And what they can do, there's a guy in the next town, it's called Bucerias. His name is Pat. I forget his surname, but his business is called Pat's Plates, and he will get your plates for you for your whatever vehicle you have, as long as you have that driving license. Or you can get somebody to hold the lien for you on the bike or whatever. Even if you own it, somebody can have the title if you know somebody here you trust. But there's ways around it. Everything in Mexico with money, there's ways around everything. It's as simple as that. There's ways around everything in Mexico. See that building here? But you just have to get on the program. You've got to learn how to do these things. You walk into any bar, you're going to find expats, and you can ask what they would do in that situation. Just say, you know, you don't have a residence permit. What do we do if I buy a motorcycle? How do you get around it? People do it all the time. I know a guy from Florida who just bought a motorcycle. He's a visitor here. He's going to do a 6 months and 6 months. He's going to be here for like a year and a half. And he even has a job. How did he do it? I told you, if you pay, you can. Anything is possible here in Mexico, I guess. Not that I've had to do that, because I haven't, but I'm just saying that some people do. They get around it. They're desperate. They have to, for some reason, you know. So I'm going down this spot here, and then we get into the town of Sendero de Luna, which is right next to where I live. Yeah. So anyway, this guy says I sound like a broken record, so I'm going to go through some other things now. And I agree. I'm sorry if I bored everybody with exploits. I see so many lies out here from YouTubers. It hurts me. Here you have a guy who's telling you the truth, because I don't have to lie to get views. I'm not out here to make money. Although I would like a lot of subscribers and a lot of likes and everything, and a lot of comments. The reason I'd like that, I'd like to get into that, is for my own self, what can I say? My own self-ego. To say, man, I had 1,000 subscribers, man, I'm doing well. And I'm being serious, I'm not lying. That's just exactly how I feel. It's not about anything, nothing to do with money. It's to do with, as I say, my own ego, my self-confidence. Well, anyway, one thing that's happened to me in the last couple of weeks, I ordered a motorcycle. Now, the motorcycle I want, they do have, but the color, I did not like the color they had. So what I did, I ordered it in the color I wanted. And it's already been like two or 3 weeks. Now, the bike I'm buying is an Italika DM300. And the reason I'm buying that bike is costing me something like $2,000 US. Or 20, I think it's like $2,100 US, brand new. And it's a trail bike. You know, it's a trail bike, 300cc trail bike. I am not getting it because Sarasota Tim has a Kawasaki KLX300, which I saw yesterday. He was promoting his bike and showing it to you. But honestly, it's got nothing to do with him at all. I just wanted a trail bike because you really need one here. There's a lot of hills and whatever. So, and the price is incredible. I think Sarasota Tims was like $5,500 to $6,000. The one I'm buying is $2,000. I think in dollars with exchange, the dollar's gone down. I think it's like 21 or 2,200 bucks. And it is styled on, guess what? The Kawasaki KLX. It's the same exact bike. I think Kawasaki and Italika got together. Don't forget that the labor's a lot cheaper here in Mexico. They just make it here. It's the same bike. Is that possible? Well, I looked at the specifications. So if you look at the KLX Kawasaki and the Italika DM300, take a look. They're almost identical in height, weight, width. Engine almost identical. I was in shock. Now the reason I'm buying that bike is because there's a lady from the Netherlands called Itchy Boots, and it's a wonderful, she's an incredible YouTuber, incredibly popular, and she was in Mexico and she broke down. She has a really nice bike, like a Husqvarna 650, I believe she has, like a very expensive bike, like a $15,000 bike. But I think she broke down, and she was riding the DM300, which somebody gave her, like a local business sponsored her to ride it for like a week, which she did. I'm looking for that video and I cannot find that video. I don't know what happened. Maybe there was some kind of legal issue, I do not know. But when I saw that, I said, wow. And I looked at the price and I said, how can that be? It was like 44,000 pesos. I thought, it can't be. Because I know the price of the Kawasaki 300, you know, or the very similar Yamaha. I think it's the Yamaha, is it the K300? Which I know were over 5,000–6,000 US dollars. And I thought, wow, seriously? But it's true. So anyway, what happened, so I ordered this bike, and it's costing 2,200 bucks, no taxes. Okay, so what's happening is no taxes do I have to pay. That's everything in. All I gotta do is pay my plates, which are gonna be about, I don't know, 100 bucks or so, $150 probably, I would guess, for a couple of years. And I have a Jalisco driving license, and I have a motorcycle license from Jalisco as well. I'm a resident here. So I'm going to pay whatever Mexicans pay, I will pay. I've been told it's around that price. And I'm on the road, and that starts this week. Should be this week. I think it's by Wednesday I should be getting the bike. It has to be shipped from New York City in the color I want. So in all the stores, I bought it from this store called Carpool, which is a Canadian company. None of the stores around, there's probably 10 in Puerto Vallarta, none of them have the color I want. So it's like, shit. But anyway, I'll unveil it next week, I'll show it to you. Very similar, exactly the same as Sarasota Tims KLX300, but half the price, or less than half the price. And it was styled and designed by Kawasaki. And you can see it on the bike, it's the exact same bike. And you might say, well, yeah, but it doesn't have a Kawasaki engine. It actually does. I would imagine all the parts are shipped from Japan or from the US, wherever they make the engines right now. And I'd imagine they put them together. And that's the price they come up with here. The reason they do it, I believe, they sell like 20 times more bikes of that range here than they do in the US or the UK, for sure. That's for sure. So one thing I wanted to let you know, and I wanted to tell this young man who actually contacted me and said I sound like a broken record, I think he's correct. I think the guy is absolutely correct. Okay, now this is a friend of mine, Mr. Rowan. How you doing?
You're good. I just arrived. Nice to see you.
Just arrived? Why do you call us?
Yeah, I'm bringing water. No, I'm okay. I need some exercise anyway. I'll be fine.
I've met a Canadian friend, okay, who's just here. He's just arrived from Canada. He's a very short guy. Oh, actually, I'm not. Well, actually, I'm very short. This guy's about 6'10" tall.
No, I'm 6'5".
He said he's 6'5". He isn't 6'5". He's more than that.
No, I'm 6'5".
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Well, I must have shrunk then. There's no way you're...
We're all shrinking. We're all shrinking.
How are you?
Good to see you.
You can walking home?
Yeah, I just took a bit of a break.
Listen, we'll be at Chewy's at 6:30 if you want to come.
I don't know if I'll make it today.
Or you can call Rita and you can drive you over there if you want.
Well, I'll see. I kind of doubt it,
right.
but thank you for the invitation. I just want to wind down.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish you'd have told us you were coming.
Oh,
We would have picked you up from the airport.
That's fine. I need to work. I need to work my body a bit. I'm just stuck in papers.
Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing my steps. I do 10, 12,000 a day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. So.
Good. Well, nice to see you.
You too, buddy.
See you soon. I'll be around.
All right, my
maybe
friend.
we'll go to that market this Sunday. I purposely came from a Saturday to or a Friday to a Tuesday, so this way I have to be here for a Sunday so I can go to the market.
Ah, okay. Should we go together?
Yeah, like.
Okay. Thank you, buddy.
See you. Bye.
Take care. That's my friend Roman. He is from Toronto, Canada, and he just arrived. Massive guy. He has that Ukrainian blood, man, like massive. Like he's 6 foot. He's about 6'7". He says 6'5", but he's not. He's about 6'7". Otherwise, I've shrunk a lot. I know I shrunk a couple of inches, but I used to be 6'2", and I'm probably 6 foot now. I'm nearing 70 years old, so there you go. So you lose a couple of inches, man. I'm telling you. One day my daughter said to me a few years ago, she says, there's something different about you. And she said, Dad, I'm nearly taller than you. I said, yeah. Man, I'm an old guy. It does happen. Actually, let's cross the road here. So anyway, that's one thing I got in common with Sarasota Tim. We both have a trail bike motorcycle. By the way, this OXXO here, which is our convenience store, this was bombed by the cartel when the cartel leader was killed in retaliation. That was one of the OXXOs. It's now they just rebuilt the whole thing. It's taken them a couple of months, but they've done it. They rebuilt the whole thing. A lot of traffic here, a lot of noise. I'm sorry about that. This is the Catholic University in Puerto Vallarta. Universidad Católica. The Catholic University. I think everyone's gone home, but this is the Catholic University of Puerto Vallarta. And if you see over there, see se vende for sale. Lots of houses for sale. All new. They're building houses in the back, all reasonably priced. You can buy a really nice 2-bedroom house here for, I would say, in today's market, about $200,000 US. You can buy a really nice 2-bedroom home. Like upstairs, downstairs, yard, gardens, communal swimming pool, like a communal pool. 200 grand. Gated communities. You see they're building the house here on that side? They're the houses for sale. I think there's 3 houses for sale right there. They're all very pretty and very modern. And most of the new places here that are being built are smart houses, where everything, like you walk in, you've got the panel box, everything's smart. You know, you can turn all the lights on at once, turn them all off at once, knock the power off on an emergency power. You know, you can, everything is cameraed nowadays. Like my place. My place is, I don't have smart, but I have cameras, and any problems I get an alarm on my phone, you know. So I'm just, you know, everything's safe here, trust me. When I'm walking down the boulevard, this store here, it's a very good coffee store. It's called Wush Wush. Cafe Especialidad, specialty coffees. Really nice. Right, so anyway, we're within walking distance of my home. It's a wonderful coffee store. And there's a little restaurant right next to it. My favorite restaurant is down this road here. It's called Chuy's Tacos. Now, was I telling my friend Roman if he wants to come, we'll buy him tacos tonight on his first day back. And here's breakfast. See, breakfast. They only open for breakfast time in there. Desayuno, comida. And in the back here, they're all new houses being built. Some of them are finished, some are not. They're all privately owned land. Do you see the big gates around? Very safe. And down here too, that's where I said my favorite restaurant is down this way, right at the end of this road on the right. And there's a taco place there, Tacos La Parata. And this is our local convenience store, because the one that I just showed you before was burned out during the cartel troubles. And we have Kiosko, which is the same, but it's just a different, it's just a different company. Gracias. It's just a different company, see? And everyone is very, very, everyone is very polite and very nice, as you can see. Anyway, back to it. I hope this hasn't been so boring for you, and it's been a little different from what I'm used to talking to you about, how you can easily move here and everything. But you can. Oh, I was going to tell you, the gentleman that I just spoke to, Roman, he lives in Toronto, Canada. He's not old. He's about, I would say he's like 50-ish years old, and he's coming in like a year or 2 years to live in Puerto Vallarta. He does not have the financial requirements that you need right now to get your visa, to get your permanent residency or temporary even. We've been through the whole thing, through the whole procedure. We sat down one day and went through the whole thing. How do you do it? And he was amazed. He said, oh my God, I'm moving. I said, well, good. So he's going to be working online as a digital nomad. I think in about a year or two, he said. He can't leave the company that he's with. So he will be moving here. And of course I'll help him. It's not going to be any trouble whatsoever. I will help him. Anyway, there's guys, when they have stop signs here, it doesn't mean you have to stop. What it means is, it's just a suggestion that you might want to stop. Here, like, everyone goes through. See this guy? He just didn't stop, he just went right through. So if you're not aware, you can have big trouble. You might think they're going to stop at a stop sign. They don't stop here. They go right through it. But I'm wary. As I've been here for so long, I kind of know how people are and the way they drive. Mexico's unlike any other place in the world, man, for driving. Probably Venezuela or Colombia maybe is worse, but here is pretty... What's the word? Arrogant, or... what word could I describe it? Selfish is the word. Nobody cares for anybody. Everyone's in a hurry, but no one's in a hurry here. They don't have to be. You ask somebody here, you get a mechanic, or let's say you want a plumber or an electrician in your house, and you say it's 9 o'clock, you bet your bottom dollar they're not going to arrive before 11. That's the Mexican way. Time doesn't mean anything here. It really doesn't. But you have to get used to it, you know. That's why we live here. That's why we love it here. It's kind of more laid back. But I'm going to make, this is the first one of two that I'm making today, and I'm going to go through some other things. The guy, I hope he's listening, the guy who says I sound like a broken record, because I want to say a few other things, and I want to actually I'm going to show you this home here. See, se vende esta propiedad. This is not just one house, this is 2 apartments. Each apartment is about, I think it's about 130, no, hold on, how much is that one? 2008. It's about 150,000 bucks each apartment in that building. So it's a house. It would be about $300,000 US. It's pretty modern. It has everything in it, but they're selling apartments off. So they're selling the house in two for about $150,000 each. Is that a lot? I know that in Denver, Colorado, you couldn't buy a studio for that price. So, and in New York City, you couldn't buy a toilet in somebody's apartment for that price. Right? Unless you live 150 miles away from New York City, you couldn't really afford to live anywhere close to the city. Honestly, the prices are abominable right now. Anyway, I'll be back soon. Love you all. And I'm going to make another video. Take care.